For any trader to be successful, it requires success simply requires an unshakable belief in yourself and a repeatable system. An unshakable belief. Let me ask a question in the chat box. When it comes to trading, are you unshakable in your belief in yourself and your ability to trade right now today? Throw the chat box in there. It's going to be interactive, guys. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. Not very good that you're not, but this is why I'm spending time with you. They say that this here, you can feed a man fish. That means that you get in the chat room and we call out plays and you push the button because somebody told you to push the button. You get out the trade because we got out the trade, but you don't really know why you pushed the button. You don't know really why you got out the trade. You don't really know why you in the trade. In fact, they say they're up 90% and you down 20%. You're trying to figure out what's going on. That's feeding the man fish. See, I want to teach you how to fish so you'll never be hungry another day in your life. That you will take your trading and take it to the next level and master all the things that's necessary for you to become the trader that you're supposed to be in this season. So trading requires an unbelievable, unshakable belief in yourself and a repeatable system. So therefore, I have a repeatable system that I believe that can take your trading to the next level. That I do believe in because I've been using it. A few people that I've been working with in the chat room, they have had tremendous success. You've heard a few testimonies. In fact, I've just started collecting testimonies. So hopefully you guys will get the chance to share your testimony as you begin to improve in your trading systems. So we're going to talk to them about how we're going to master the art of trading. Now, guys, if you can't see me real big, just go to select speaker's view and make the screen real big and you can see the writing that's going to be on the screen in front of you. Okay, let's go. Now, to master the art of trading, what do we need to do? First thing, you need to become a profitable trader. Now, what does that mean? That means that I am consistently every day, if not 5 days a week, 4 days of the week, or 3 out of 4 days a week, I am profitable, meaning that I'm ending green. And at the end of my week, every week, I'm green, meaning that I've taken more money out of the market than I put into the market. Now, you may not know this here. Some of you may know it, that 95% of the retail traders out there are losing money. That's mind-blowing. 5% of the traders are profitable. So if you are profitable this week and you're green, you're in the top 5% of all the traders that's trading around the world. Yeah, that's a big statement. Big statement. So we spoke about green, being green, and some of us are green, don't know how we got the green. We're just glad that we're green. Now, for this year, this is month number 9. Would you say you green or red for the year? And type it in the chat box. Let me know. Come on, guys. There you go. Red. Small green for the year. Good job, Robert. Red, flat. Okay. Now, guys, this is not a pass fail. This is not to embarrass nobody. But I want you to be honest with yourself. You see, when you're honest with yourself, that's the first step to becoming a profitable trader. When you're honest with yourself, that'll be the first step to mastering the art of trading. And I say trading is an art because it is. It's something like you've never done before. I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life, but I have never done anything like trading. I had to go back and reprogram the way I think, the way I handle my stress, the way I paid attention, the way I was focused. I had to change a lot of things about Kelvin. And I thought I was a pretty awesome guy. I really thought I was pretty awesome. But I found out that this market will quickly humble you. As my friend would say, make you eat humble pie. So to become profitable is the first step in mastering the art of trading. Next, you have to understand that this is not the business where you can get in and make a couple of trades and think you got it. That was my thing. I got in my first 3 months of the trading. I took a trade with my friend Karan, and he said, buy Roku. I said, okay, what do you want? He said, buy this strike, buy these many contracts and just don't do nothing with it. I said, okay. I put that trade on. I woke up the next morning. I was up $5,000. I said, whoa. I had to call him and say, man, what do I do with this? What do I do with this money? What do I do? He said, well, you can sell or you can hold. And sure, I made money right away. But you know what? Most traders that get into the business and they become profitable right away, we get a couple of lucky trades and we think we got it. That's the worst thing could happen to you. Because I know I blew 3 accounts. Blew them up. Blew them up. And I'm like, man. So I didn't have the experience or the wisdom to make good decisions. Took some trades that I should have never taken. Held some trades longer than I should have held them. And how many of you guys that have had a trade, you see it going against you, it's red as all outdoors, and you sitting there like this here, and you don't push the button. It's like you're down 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%, and you still sitting there, I hope it come back. I hope it come back. I'm laughing, guys, but that is God's honest truth. That's my story. I had this trade I took with crowd. I never traded crowd again. I bought in, and I promise you, as soon as I pushed the button, they must have knew I pushed the button. That sucker went from, just say, $300 and started going down, $200, $150. I had two contracts, and I had a 2-week expiration period. So I said, well, I got 2 weeks, so just let me hold on to them. They're going to come back. Have that ever happened to anybody? Come on, type it in. If that happened to you, say, yep, me. And I held the thing. That sucker was bleeding. I was down 50%, 60%, and I still had a week to go. Now 70%, 80%. I said, well, next week is going to come back. You know that contract didn't come back. It ended up closing out worthless. That was the worst feeling of my entire life. I lost like $3,000 on that trade. Now, what I should have done, got to take effort to be a trader, I should have cut it when I was down 10%. I should have cut it when I was down 5%. This is where I coined that phrase, you don't have to pay to watch, you can watch for free. This true story. Make sure when that trade goes against you, get out the trade. Don't hold on to deadwood. Next thing I'll say to you is that many traders are failing when it comes to trading. Why? Because they did the same thing that I did. They don't have the belief system. They don't have the technical skills. They don't have the wisdom about trading. And they're going to Vegas with their money. They're throwing the dice and say 50-50, am I going to win, I'm going to lose. I think that's one of the worst things any trader could do. If you're a brand new trader, I would really advise you to step back. And if you're hemorrhaging money, stop the hemorrhaging. One of the things I would say to you, go to paper trading and get it until you perfect your system. Understand risk management until you perfect your system. Understand all the things, the nuances it takes for you to make money versus giving the market money. Because we talk about, we use this tool called Bookmap. We say there's a liquidation pool up here. Well, a lot of that liquidation is your money that's in the market. And when they stop you out or you buy or sell a contract, the marks that you see on that Bookmap is part of the liquidation pool. So when we are making bad trades, we're putting liquidity in the money. That's 95% of the retail traders. And guess what happened? The market is moving up and down based on your bad decisions. So we're going to correct that. And that DTC coaching, that's Dominant Trader Coaching, we endeavor to teach you the skills to get in, to recognize the patterns, to know the actionable signals, when to get out, how to manage risk, and how to become a profitable trader in a time that would be conducive to your plan and the things that you're doing. To be consistently profitable is going to take three things that I know that are not, and many traders believe that this is essential for them to trade. They're important, but I don't think that they're essential. When I say that, what do I mean? I mean that there's some things that you must know and you must do before you can become what we call a profitable trader. And I want to make sure that the next trade that you put on, you don't just take your money and throw it against the wall and hope it stick. So this is what I want you to do, to recognize this here. You do not need to understand the fundamentals about a company, especially as day traders. We don't need to know the company's fundamentals, what their portfolio look like, how they're doing over time, because we hold our average trade mine is about 2 to 5 minutes. Sometimes, actually, I've been getting better. I've been holding trades now 20 and 30 minutes, even a couple hours, my runners. So what's your average time you hold your trades right now? Type it in the chat box. Average time you hold your trades. Come on, guys. 5 minutes. Okay. Just one person? Come on, guys. Interactive message. 5 to 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Good, good. A few hours. AC. All right, a few hours. Okay. All right, Americo. You good, dude. You better than most people, because I'll tell you, my trades last 5 to 10 minutes. Because the reason I say that is that I'm a breakout trader. So I look for the levels of break. When it break, I catch it, one candle, and I get up to that percentage. It look like it's getting weak. Boom, I'm out. Because I don't believe in giving money back to the market. Now, I'm not saying don't hold trades. What I'm saying is that I don't need to know the health of the company to make that breakout trade. That's what I'm trying to get to. I don't need to know the statistics of the company to be able to get in and win at a trade, because we are day traders. We are breakout traders. Next thing I'll say to you is that your technical knowledge, understanding about the market is not required. Is it important? Absolutely, it's important, but it's not required. It's not required. I know this is going against everything you say. You guys probably say this guy has lost his mind. He's a lunatic, because your technical knowledge is very important. It is very important, but it's not required to make a trade. Think about me. I knew nothing about trading, and somebody said, put this trade on. I did it, and I made $5,000. I had no technical skills. I don't think I knew what a candlestick really is supposed to do. I knew they were candlesticks. I knew they go up and down. I knew they were red, they were green, but that's about the most I knew. But then I made money. And in fact, for the first 3 or 4 weeks I was in the market, I made probably about $15,000. Somebody was telling me what to do, but I didn't understand it. So I didn't know what the company was I was buying. I knew nothing about Roku, nothing about what else. It was Roku, Netflix, and what was the big thing with the name? It was Roku, Netflix, and another one. It was a third one we always traded. Disney. It was Disney. And I knew nothing about the companies, anything else, but I made money. So that's the caveat to what I'm saying there. The third thing, your ability to draw trend lines on your chart is not required for you to make money in the market. Now, to be profitable. Now, with that being said, I just shook you up. So let's go to the next statement I want to make here. I know you're shaking right now. Now you're saying, this guy, he's lost his mind. But actually, is a very much truth to what I'm saying. Are these things important? They're absolutely important to your making money in the market consistently, okay? But they're not required to make money, because you can be lucky and make money 50-50. But will you be consistent to making the money without this fundamental knowledge? No, you wouldn't. But the biggest thing I want to talk to you about is here. This is why we're here right now. Who's pushing me? I titled this person right here, who's pushing me? You see, most of us were growing up in environments nurtured by our family. Most of us were in place where our environment gave us information, put constraints on us, limited us, or even excelled us in some areas. But we are a product of our environment. Would you guys agree? Go ahead and chat in the back. Would you agree you're a product of your environment? Type in the chat box. Let me know. Yes, no, let me know. 100%. Okay, great. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And we are, guys. We are a product of our environment. And do you know how you was reared, what you was exposed to as a child has a lot to do with the decisions you're making when you're trading? Yeah. And we don't think about it that way, because you see, in your head, there's this thing called a brain, and 92% of that brain is subconscious, meaning that it's not your conscious cognitive where you make your decisions at, what you make moves on, but it stores 98% of the information that you use to make your awake decisions every day. So the things that was important to you as a child has a lot to do with your decisions as a trader. And we're going to talk about that, and we're going to expose some things. Who's pushing me? Family, okay? Your family, what you experience in your family has a lot to do with how you operate as a father, as a husband, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a individual in society. Your environment, your family nurturing, all shape the person that you are today. And these things that shaped you is actually shaping the decisions you make when you push the button when you're trading. Your life experiences. Some of our life experiences are good. Some of our life experiences are not so good. Well, these experiences that you have, all these things help you make conscious decisions on what you will and will not do. One of the things that I know that drives us in the things we do is our fear of the unknown. Want to understand, if I push this button, what's going to come out? And I got something to say to you guys. Do you know that nobody can predict where the market is going to go today or tomorrow? Not even the institutions that's actually we call them market makers, because the market is alive, it's active. You say, wait a minute, Kelvin, now you're really tripping. The market is alive. Yes, it is alive. The reason it's alive, you as an individual trader, you make it alive because you have millions of traders making decisions about certain events or certain stock or certain buy, sell levels. And this movement of all these millions and millions of orders that's running through the market every day begin to develop what we call algorithms or patterns that's actually trackable if you have the right kind of software or knowledge on how to track these things. And so we're going to get to that part. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. But what I'm saying to you is that all of them decisions and where the things that you look at, your moving averages, your high, lower days, and all the things you interpret in the data in the market is actually derived from individuals making decisions every day on buying and selling underlyings in the market. That is stocks, that is the things that they're selling are options or futures or whatever that is. They all are putting in price points and sell and buy points. And over time, computers start to digest that data and we start making predictions about where the market is going to go based on past experiences. We're going to talk about that as part of our training. Okay. But I just want to say to you is that who's pushing me? So I'm going to get to that portion now. You see, the things that you're doing today, you're probably doing in your life, in your marriage, with your relationships, is because your parents did the same thing. Or your great-grandparents did the same thing. And they taught their children that taught their children that taught you. So you are making decisions and doing things based on life experiences, based on the environment, based on nurturing, based on these things that's going on around you. And so these things are actually pushing you. So when I say that, what I mean? If my father was an alcoholic, I saw him drink every day. I grew up and I thought it was okay to drink because my dad drank. In fact, when I started drinking, he didn't mind me drinking because he drank. So I made a decision to drink because I saw my dad, somebody I respect, I love, I admire drinking, so I drank. I saw my mom, she smoked. I didn't like smoke. I tried to smoke and after about this is why I started smoking, right? And selling cigarettes. So you guys, I don't even know they still make them. But I was the kid in the block that had money. The other kids around me was kind of poor. So I pulled out a cigarette to smoke and all of my 10 friends said, well, give me a cigarette too. So there's only 20 in the pack. So when I smoked one cigarette, after 2 cigarettes, they were gone. True story. So I said, man, it's too expensive. I started smoking because I wasn't going to be letting these guys freeload smoke all my cigarettes up. Thank God I did because I've lived a life without smoking. But what I'm saying to you is this here. You do things based on your environment, based on the things that you learned from other people that influenced you. And whether you picked it up as something you're going to do in your current life, it was stored in your subconscious mind. Okay? Your past tragedies, your past hurts, your pains, your fears, when people did to you, how they hurt you, the good things they did to you. All these different things here are shaping the way you are as a person. But these same things, being good and some not so good, is actually influencing the way that you trade. Who's pushing me? So I want you to know that we're going to help understand the behavior patterns that we was experiencing in life to separate them from your trading, because I think trading is got to be something that you will be able to do and have an unshakable belief in the things that you've learned in your trading, your technical knowledge, your fundamentals about market. But I think most of trading is win or lose is based on your mindset, based on the psychology that you go through. And I think this is so important that you recognize that when you're getting ready to push that button and you're hesitating, and you got to ask yourself, why am I hesitating? If I know the levels, I know what's probably going to happen, because you're a trader, right? But really you're a probability master, an expert on probability, meaning that you say, being based on past experiences, the market behaved this way. So the probability is high that if I push the button now, I'm going to make profit. Have you guys ever been in a situation where you knew a trade was going to take off and you hesitated and you didn't push the button? Put yes or no in the box, in the chat box. Anybody was stuck with that? Come on, guys. Anybody? Come on. There you go. Yes, yes. And I'm saying this here because this, when you start to participate, you start to register, you start to hold on to these things. So you type in the chat box helps me get better. And when you don't, then it makes me slow down. I got to say, well, am I really getting through? I got to slow the mode or what I'm doing. Okay. So who's pushing me? Let's talk about this here. In your life, before you were 18 years old, you probably was told the word no about 18,000 times. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Wait, you can't have it. You have to do it this way. Constraints was put on you. Limitations were put on you. You never could develop to be the person that you were called to be because of the constraints. And let's face it, constraints are good. Sometimes, the little paddling is good. Setting boundaries are good. But these things actually held you back from being all the person that you could be, because some family environments was not that good. How about this here? Not now. Let me think about it. You want to move free to do something, but you got constraints put upon you. Well, these same constraints that were put upon you as a child, they actually inhibited you to be free to trade like you should trade. When you have the best information forward, you know that you're in the business to make money in the market, and you see it in front of you and you don't push the button, you hesitate. Or you get in late. How about that? Or maybe you get out the trade too early and the trade runs for another $100, $200 of profit that you could have taken. But because of your lack of confidence in yourself, your lack of belief in your system or your strategy, your edge had caused you to get shaken out the market prematurely. Or how about this here? The market goes against you, just the other way around. And because you're not sure about your skill or your edge or your system, you hold on to dead wood. And I will say to you, never hold on to dead wood. That trade go against you, cut the trade, get out. How about, I'll let you know. How about, it can't be done. How many of your friends right now today, you tell them that you're a trader and they tell you you probably lose your mind, or they tell you that you're going to lose all your money, the market is rigged? Anybody ever experienced that with their friends where they truly don't believe in what you're doing? Or you told them that you're a day trader, and what was their response to me? Come on, give me a couple of, what did your friends tell you when they tell you you're trading stock? They look confused. Yeah. What else? Yep. Good luck. Yep. And no issues. Yep. Very dismissive. Yeah. Because people don't believe that you can be rich. Trading, man, this is the unlimited. This is like tapping into the bank. I mean, literally, go to the bank and say, give me your money. If you have the right skill set. Because there are traders out there that's consistently profitable every day. Every day, consistently profitable. So this is what I say to you. Don't listen to the naysayers. Let the naysayers go take a walk. Don't listen to them, because they don't understand what you understand. They don't understand that this market is an endless supply of money if you know how to use it and extract it from the market. Okay? And how about this over here? What makes you think you can do that? Who you think you are? Gonna be making money trading. And in fact, I'll tell you this true story. My colleagues, my real estate brokers and agents that I have working for me and I work with, when I tell them that I'm transferring into trading, They said, man, what are you doing? Because let's face it, I make real good money selling houses. I mean, really good money selling houses. Live the best life ever. But when I say I'm going to be a day trader, they look at me like I lost my mind. They don't know what I know. And same with your friends. They do not know what you know. Okay? So what I want you to do is know that you can do it. You have what it takes. You're smart enough. You have the intellect enough to be able to read the data, to make good decisions and take profit out the market every day. I think most of you guys are just a few adjustments away from your edge and knowing when to push that button without hesitation and pull money from the market on demand. And when you don't see the market conditions set up for yourself, you know how to close down the computer, walk away, go have dinner with your family, go shopping, go on vacation, do any things that you want to do. Because one thing I do know, if you become consistent in your trading, you have enough money to live the life that you want, to do the things that you want, buy your children, your grandchildren, the things that they want without limitations. Of course, within reason, the caveat to that. So to become a master trader, you're going to need confidence. Confidence in yourself, confidence in your ability, confidence in your skill set, confidence in the things that is important for you to make money. Meaning that when a trade setup comes in, you got an actionable signal, you have no problem pushing that button. It's like boom. And when the trade turns against you, you say it's not fitting my plan, it's not part of my strategy, boom, I'm out that trade. And we're working with DTC coaching, we're going to help you build that confidence in your skill set, in yourself. And this is just about mindset today. It's about who I am as a person. What can I do in this market? Am I any different from the other traders that's in the room that's making money every day and I'm one that's not, or I'm still struggling, or I'm lacking the confidence? I say that you have everything it takes, just a few adjustments or nurturing in your skill set. So we're going to help you to develop the discipline it takes to become a master trader. I mean, when I say discipline, meaning that you know your plan, you have your strategy, you have your playbook, and you don't deviate from your playbook or your strategy whatsoever. You don't have fear when you come into the market. You walk up, you look at it, you read your charts, you make your decision on which way you think the market's going to go, and you're going to act on that information and only that information. So if anything that you're doing does not line up with your plan or your edge, you do not take the trade. That's the sign of a master trader. You're going to have a winning attitude. Do you know, I'm in the Discord and I hear so many traders lack of confidence, lack of discipline, and a stinking attitude. And I'm not talking about anybody individually. Oh, I never win. The market always goes against me. Oh, I don't know what's going on. As soon as I push the button, it goes again. I mean, when you start thinking that way, you are self-sabotaging yourself. Well, my wife put it this way: you are limiting beliefs. That's what it was. Her word is limit. My wife is a coach also. Limiting beliefs. So I want to help you to get away from the lack of confidence, to develop a strong discipline and a winning attitude. When you push that button and it doesn't work out and you get out the trade and you say, whoa, I got out the trade, you're going to say, man, good job. I have great risk management skills. Oh, I take the information to the market, I read it, and if it doesn't work, I get out the trade. And every time you cut your trade, you got to pat yourself on the back. Man, I'm a great risk manager. In fact, your new title is risk management department. What are you? I'm in the risk management department. What do you manage? I manage the risk. I manage risk on my portfolio. I protect my gains. I do not give them back to the market doing willy-nilly trades or winning attitude. I say this here to you. A winning trader, master trader, that's what you are, master trader. Call yourself a master trader today. Consistently are consistent winners, and they think differently from everybody else. Meaning that what gives me the edge, me, I have no trouble pushing that button. I have no trouble getting out that trade. And I think that has helped me more than anything that I've ever done in trading. That the fear that I once faced by the unknown has been done away with in my trading. Traders who have confidence in their own trades. That means a master trader don't need someone to call the trade out for them. They have confidence. They know when to enter, when to exit trades. They know when to take profits on trades. They know how to understand the risk that it takes to get into a trade. You do a lot of traders say is that I'm going to take this trade, but I'm only going to risk $20. You might as well just get a market $20, because if the trade doesn't line up with the risk of $20, guess what happens? You just give them your money, because the market has a rhythm. It's alive, it's active, it behaves certain ways. And if you don't know the proper protocol to setting up your proper risk, and risk is just this here. When you put the money in the market, you decided that I'm going to put, let's say, $500 on this trade. You've already decided that the trade moves in this pattern, this variance in the movement of price action, and I'm a price action trader. If I put this risk on, and the stop for you guys is just in case the trade goes haywire and goes drastically wrong, it stops you out and protects your portfolio. But it's not meant to be there to stop you out the market, because the amount you want to use is not there, because you've already assessed the risk. You made your stops enough away from the entry of the trade that in the event that it went wrong or went against you for a certain degree, you still don't get stopped out. So the risk that you put in is perceived until you're actually stopped out. Most traders don't understand that. So I want you to, before you take a trade, make sure you assess the risk that it takes. And if it doesn't line up with your plan, then pass on that trade and wait for another entry. Master traders, they trust themselves to do what is needed to be done without hesitation, meaning that they'll push that button without even thinking about it. And they're the ones who become successful. So when you get the fear out of your trading, you'll find that things will start changing for you, and you become more successful as a trader with consistency. But of course, you need to know your fundamentals. You need to know your technicals. But the most important thing I think you need to know is know thyself. Know thyself. And if you know you're struggling in a certain area, I think it's very important that you get with people that is successful trading, ask them questions, get the information. One thing I love about the Discord that we're with is that we really help each other. We really help each other, and we're really there for each other to win at their trading. So I would say this here to you guys. You have the ability to do everything you want to do, to have anything you want to have in life, to become a master trader. Because master traders, they what? They do not fear the erratic behavior that's in the market. No, they don't. Because they know the market is going to do what the market's going to do. You hear our master chief always says the market going to do what the market going to do. Wait till it comes to you. Take what the market gives you. These are traits of a master trader. The market is very erratic. It is not logical. And if you're a logical thinker, I'm going to talk to you right now. Stop thinking logically, because the market is not logical. It may look like it logically should do this here, but it's being moved by people just like yourself that has the same characteristics of yourself, the same behaviors of yourself, and their decision making and making the market move in different directions. And we know when we're trading, most times we are emotional. Next thing, they learn to focus on the information that helps them spot the opportunities to make a profit. So therefore, they're not on the phone, they're not chatting, they're not typing. Then when they're taking a trade, they're 100% focused on the work that they're doing, because they're there for a limited amount of time to extract from the market all the wealth that they want, and they only take the trades as a high probability of giving them a net return. That's a master trader. And today, you are a master trader. They do not focus on the information that reinforces their fear. So many times, our counterparts, they will look at trades, they will take them, and they will focus on the trades that reinforces their fears. What might happen, what may happen, what may never happen. I say this here. I say that if anything, guys, don't focus on the things that reinforces the things that you're scared of. See, the market is going to do what the market's going to do. Your fear or your not willingness to push the button and step back is the thing that's going to hold you back from your profit, from your goals, from your dreams. So I would say to you, if I say anything to you today, study. And I don't mean that go in and just study charts and study moving oscillators and all these different things here. Do you know they're important, but they're not the most important thing? The most important thing is that you have a system, you have a strategic plan, you know before the market open which direction you want to go in, you have your trades that you want to take. And this is, I would say, if I give you a tip here, if you trade in 29 different stocks, stop. Okay. Find a few stocks that's actually lined up with your trading style that you like and only trade them. What I did was in my trading, I was trading everything that was coming up on the scanner, but I realized that I was a jack of all trades and master of none of them. So I minimized the trades, the stocks that I traded, and I went down to 4 or 5 stocks, and today I'm down to 1. I trade XPX and I trade SPY. And people call out trades, and sometimes I know people think, well, he never taken my place. I don't take them because I don't trade nothing else. What I'm looking for is volatility in the market. Anything that moves violently throughout the day, that's what I study, because that's the one that's going to give me the highest probability of making the amount of income I like to see in my portfolio every day or every week. So at this point, I just want to say this to you guys. I thank you for joining me. Dominant Trader Coaching is here for you. Anything we can do to help you grow and to become a better trader, I want to help you be that better trader. So what I'm going to do at this time here, I'm going to end here. We're going to do part 2 next Friday, and we're working on things that I want you to bring your trading to life. And so you guys are welcome to join me again next week. And if I'm your coach in trading, this is going to be a green week, a successful week for you. We broke 3,600, so we got to either going to do a bounce here, or we're going to do a continued fall like a knife. But one thing I do know, that you have everything you want. I'm Kelvin Ferret. I am the master trader. And don't leave yet. We've got question and answer coming up. So let's answer some questions right now. I just end the recording.